lot of horror stories on the internet that I've seen and heard about labiaplasty, about it being painful afterwards or having a result that was disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to say about that? Like, how would you advise women who are searching?
Again, I think finding a physician who is really knowledgeable on a woman's intimate parts.
Yeah.
Because a general plastic surgeon is not going to know the intricacies of the body and where all the nerve endings are. And I know that we had spoken that was one of my major concerns, is losing sensitivity down there. And finding in a very experienced physician is very important.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because one would think that any surgeon could do this surgery. Sounds pretty straightforward.
Right, it's cutting skin off, right? Easy peasy.
Yeah, it sounds like that, but there's a lot more to it,
right,
to create a really beautiful result, and then also not to do any harm. You know,
right.
Physicians, that's our main first goal, is to do no harm, and certainly there are cases where patients have been injured by this surgery.
Yes, and I heard the horror stories.
Yeah.
Which is one reason why I stopped my search for a number of years.
Right.
And it wasn't as common, 10 years ago or 8 years ago.
Absolutely.
So it definitely is becoming more mainstream. I think a lot more women are thinking about doing it.
Yes, and that's a good point, because I started doing this about 12 years ago, so was the first person in Houston to have that training, and since then a lot more people have joined that group. But like anything, a lot of the newer physicians who are offering those services often don't have the qualifications or the experience to be able to have those good results. So
right.
I think that's really good advice. There's lots of great information on the internet, but some of it's
scary. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I just know that you're the expert at that. I knew that you were the first physician in Houston to do this surgery, and that's what made me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And you know women's anatomy.
Yes.
In and out.
That's true. I think that's really important.
Yes.